And people will know that. And if we are to enjoy any success, it will flow from that, I believe.
Good afternoon, Senator Marcos. I'm Datu Sharif, Madam III, from the province of Maguindanao, and we work with Integrity as well. Now, you mentioned, hypothetically of course, that there will be lasting peace in Mindanao, and thank you very much for that. While all of us want peace, yearn for peace, some of us have focused on economic development. So more than a question really, it's an invitation for you to come to the province of Maguindanao, specifically to our plantations, and see what's going on.
Thank you. That is exactly the same idea that I have, because as we are in the midst of these discussions on the Bangsamoro Basic Law, I will try to remind our policymakers that whatever we do with the Bangsamoro Basic Law, we must see it as only a part of the peace process. And I think that when we talk to our Muslim brothers and sisters, the complaint that they make, that they are underrepresented and underdeveloped, is quite valid. And we must address that. One essential part of addressing the problem is to bring development to the conflict areas. The theory is simple. If a person has a good job, makes a reasonable, a decent living, is able to feed his family, send his children to school, to clothe them, then there is no motivation for them to pick up a weapon and go to war. And I think that that is something that we should aspire to, in terms of not only giving a political autonomy and recognition of the differences in culture, in heritage, in history, in law, in religion, but also to provide the means by which this feeling of underrepresentation and underdevelopment is assuaged. That is something very important. It is something that can only be done over the long term, and it can only be done not through signing of agreements. That is part of it, but that is not the be-all and the end-all. You have to go back and actually be inclusive. Again, this question of being inclusive in whatever development, whatever progress you bring to the rest of the country. One of the most profound statements I heard during our hearings in the BBL was one of the leaders just simply said, "Stop treating me like a Muslim, treat me like a Filipino." And that is an extremely profound statement, and that's something that sometimes we lose sight of.
O Ben, sino boboto mo?
Siyempre si Bongbong lang.
Kanta na yan.
O ba, yun lang pala eh. Maestro.
Bong bong bong, bong 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 bong, bong bong bong.